Good morning, Devils fans. It is Pride Night tonight at the Rock as we take on the Edmonton Oilers at 7:30. Remember that it is a slightly later start as we are on national TV, meaning no Bill and Dano. Ugh. But hey, it's a rematch against the Oilers. Hopefully, we get a bit of a revenge game. As I going to assume Schmid gets the start tonight. I believe we have Picard at the other end, just like last time. And while Schmid technically had a serviceable night, it wasn't the best overall. He had made a bunch of highlight reel, really great saves against Dry, Kane, and McDavid. Didn't really let technically McDavid gets on the score sheet, but that was because of the absolute brain fart of a moment from Schmid playing the puck behind the net, not getting back to the crease, not playing the puck anywhere near quick enough, and giving McDavid the empty net tap in for the third goal. Technically, the first goal was the Derek Ryan one, where he kind of just let a somewhat softy sneak in at his side by not taking his body fully against the post. Although the first time the puck went in the net was Connor Brown. Now that was called back on goaltender interference because of Evander Kane, and Connor Brown still does not have his first goal this season. So I'm sure the fact that he almost had it the last time he played us might give him a bit of an Energizer Bunny boost in this one, so possibly keep an eye out on him, but really should not be giving up any points to that guy because, well, I think he has one assist and no goals so far this season. So hopefully keep him off the score sheet and even interference penalties, keep that puck out of the net when he is on the ice. We did give up the power play goal, which was the second one to Bouchard. Nothing really against Akira on that one, just can't really give Bouchard a very clean, clear look like that. And then they had the empty netter. We did have a beautiful third period goal with Bratt. Tap with Nico. The plot line was looking great. This also was a game that Nemec was in. It was not even a couple weeks ago. So I don't need to go into too deep of details on either teams, as for the most part, these rosters are very likely to look the same. Now, does Smith stay in and Miller out? Does Smith come back out and Miller goes in? Considering the Oilers aren't as physical of a matchup as Flyers, which is my presumption of why they brought him in. Although, obviously having his PK capabilities against the Oilers will absolutely help, as they are one of the best power plays in the league. But ideally, we just play a very, safe game. Not safe, but let's not go in the box is what I'm getting. I'm blanking on the word I'm looking for, but let's just don't go in the box against the Oilers. It's clearly just that simple, right? No way a guy like Draisaitl or McDavid or Kane or anything are going to draw penalties against you. They're just not that caliber of players. Otherwise, I expect another good outing. 5-on-5, we played them fairly well. It wasn't dominant by any means. It was actually a fairly decent back and forth games. We put up a good amount of shots against them. They had a decent amount of chances against us as well. Both goalies, theirs technically played better. Ours would have been right in that same conversation if he doesn't let one kind of leak in off of just not getting over an extra inch to his post or playing that weird one behind the net. So I don't, definitely at the very least, don't expect another one of those Schmid coming out of the net, playing the puck, getting it taken away in an empty net tap-in type goals. And so I'm expecting good things. Now, as I said from the top, it is Pride Night at the Rock. I know a bunch of people that are going. Shout out to anyone attending for tonight. Enjoy the festivities. The jerseys that were designed, I believe this was last year, maybe 2 years ago's design, was lucky enough to get a t-shirt. This year's design is also fantastic. Got to chit-chat with the artist in a Discord server about it a little bit. She did fantastic work. If you can, definitely check out her Instagram and her website. Support her and everything that she is doing, because the jerseys she designed for us looks great. For those that are still kind of in and out of the news on the Pride Night stuff, basically, it sounds like the team is going to have the players wear the jerseys in during the walk-in before the game, so you'll see plenty of pictures of that. But technically, by league standards, they cannot wear the jerseys on the ice. Obviously, I would love if they did. The team ate the fines and paid it for the players, and whatever fallout from that would be, I think it would be a great statement. I think we're an organization that potentially would do something like that, but I don't think we're going to actually do something like that. So definitely will still enjoy the players wearing them in. The jerseys will be auctioned off. I never had the money to pay for anything like that, even though I would love one. But if they released another shirt like this with that same design, would basically absolutely pick it up, as I think it is a very, very awesome design, and it's a great jersey. It's really going to cover it. We'll touch on Jack Hughes here just a bit again. I would expect him to have a pretty good bounce back game. Probably going to be a bit more keen on those passes to the middle of the ice, but don't be surprised if he pulls another one off and it's actually a successful pass instead of the giveaway, as he's still Jack Hughes. He's still going to go for those type of plays that is going to give us the best chance for offense. Just obviously needs to slightly recognize when the other team can also, jump into the play. I don't know if he was just disrespecting the Flyers players, not having that true elite talent, thinking between him and Toffoli and then him and Luke, if they would just be able to outstick handle, outpace the Flyers player. But obviously, didn't quite work out that way with the 2 goals. So I don't expect too much to change in his game. If anything, just being a bit more cognizant of where the other team's players are when he's making those passes. But I still expect to see those passes. Otherwise, I would like to see the line shaken up. Please do not give me that third line of Meier, Mercer, Holtz. Please, I've been saying it because they've tried Meier up at the top. They tried Mercer. They keep going back to this thing. Give us the Foley Jack Holtz. Just even a full period of it would be great to start a game. Bump Palat down to the third line, put Meier with Bratt and Nico, and then give us a Palat, Holla, Mercer line, which I think is still a really, really good third line. So to recap, that would be Toffoli, Jack, Holtz, Meier, Nico, Bratt. Very good, very strong top 6, about the one we would really be hoping for. And then the third line of Palat, Holla, Mercer. Very strong shutdown line, has some scoring capabilities, really is going to muck it up, and then keep that fourth line together because, they had the absolute game of the season last one. Shame we couldn't get them the second point there. I would love to see them continue that, as Mikey McLeod is by far and away the best 4C in the league. Probably is right up there in 3Cs as well. Nate seems to be having a bit of a resurgence, and Lazar has been pretty fantastic all year. So keep that fourth line together. Don't touch that. Can't wait to see what they keep doing for the rest of the season, as they've are now finally a strength that we thought our fourth line was going to be from the start of the year. Injuries kind of did not help that, and now we're seeing what it actually looks like when we are not half of our cap space is on IR. Dougie does seem to be out for the year. It's looking like Nemec is going to get that 10th game. This would burn a year of his contract, and that, to me, signals he's going to be up for the rest of the year. He'll be up for playoffs. There is essentially, the only thing I can see is if they do pick up some sort of crazy good acquisition before or at the trade deadline for a defenseman, Dougie comes back healthy, and Ball continues to play a very strong game throughout without, I don't see anywhere where they sit Siegs or Marino. So that'd be the only way I could see Nemec not getting the start in playoffs, but at least through the regular season, it's looking like he is going to be here for the long haul. Only way that's not the case is if they send him down today, because you're not going to burn a year and then not play the guy. So congrats to Nemec. It looks like you've made the big time full time, and I think he's earned every second of it. 19 years old, playing very well. He is not one of the best defensemen in the entire league, but he is playing well. He is playing quite good as a 19-year-old. He's not doing anything insane, just as a overarching defenseman of any age, no qualifiers to it. But obviously taking everything in consideration, as a rookie, as a 19-year-old, all that stuff, he is looking very good. Gosh, he is gonna be an amazing player over the years. Just can't wait to watch this kid's career trajectory. Very glad we have him and Luke. It's gonna be money for years, guys. It's good stuff. Didn't really gonna cover it. It's the Oilers, McDavid, Draisaitl, Van de Kane a little bit. Ryan Nugent is doing well. Hyman's doing fantastic. And then outside of that, it's not much. Last time, outside of the weird Schmid empty net to McDavid goal, their power play struck once. We can eat one power play goal. You can't give up that Derek Ryan goal. You can't give up that behind the net goalie play. If you're a goalie, turn the goal. Yeah. And then obviously the empty netters, whatever. Otherwise, 5-on-5, it was a good game. I'm expecting the same tonight. So for Pride Night, we have over the last few years, we have a winning record. I believe as a organization as well, we have a winning record on Pride Nights, so let's keep that going. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. We'll have the game reaction tomorrow morning, so as always and forever, let's go Devils.